Welcome to the Chelsea Fans Channel. We have a massive game against Walsall tomorrow night, and we really do have a tough task because we have to pick the correct team. And Jack and I have put our heads together and we've picked a team that I really do think can win. But, as always, we need your help, so make sure you comment below, let us know exactly what you think. However, before we do that, this is the first time that Jack and I have done a preview together since we found out the tragic news about Kirstie Wilson. Kirstie Wilson has been a Chelsea fan all of her life. She comes from a Chelsea supporting family and was a regular attendee at Stamford Bridge, and recently she lost her plight to cancer. It was a really, really tragic news, and it's something that has shaken the Chelsea core to its very foundations. It's really sad news. I've always felt that Chelsea Football Club is a lot more than a football club. I've made some great friends over there, and it's more of a family. So I'd just like to take this opportunity to dedicate this preview to Kirstie Wilson and her family.
Yeah, as Rory said, Kirstie's a massive Chelsea fan. She was John Terry's #1 fan. The captain himself has come out since the tragic news has been made available and left his condolences. So we know that John Terry's going to be in the starting 11 tomorrow against Walsall. So let's hope we can, go out there and get a win for Kirstie.
Absolutely. Right, so now we have to pick our team.
Yes, right, come on then.
Right, I think that this is a very good opportunity. Chelsea are on good form at the moment. It's been a very good week. We've got a good Champions League win. Yep. We've got a very good win against Arsenal. We've scored 6 goals. We haven't conceded any. Things are on the up.
They are. They certainly are.
So this game's come at a good time because it's allowed us to get an insight into the players in the periphery of the squad.
Yep.
Let's give them an opportunity, and if they can then perform well as well, then they're going to be putting the first team is under pressure, who are already playing well, which should just raise the level entirely.
Everyone a boost. So yeah, this is all about giving the opportunity to those lesser-known players and, just raising the confidence around the whole squad, right?
Do you think... So Jack and I have put our heads together. We have picked a team. There's one argument. We've had an argument on one position, so we're going to have to let you decide that one. But apart from that, we're pretty unanimous. We've agreed. So be sure to let us know what you think. We'll start at keeper.
Keeper.
Right. We have agreed indisputably that it's time to give Asmir Begovic a rest. He's been brilliant and deserves a rest, and therefore...
We're going to go with the young lad, Jamal Blackman. He hasn't featured yet this season, and what better, chance to get your first start than against, no offence to Walsall, but some lesser opposition in the League Cup. It's the perfect opportunity for him to have his first start this year. And as you said, what with Courtois being injured and,
That's right.
being injured and suspended earlier, Begovic has already played quite a few games this season. So let's give Begovic a rest.
It's good for Blackman because if heaven forbid, something were to happen to Begovic, who's been brilliant for us, it's over to Blackman. So he needs this opportunity.
Yeah, he's got to get some game time under his belt.
Think he has it in him? Think he's got this performance?
Do you know what, mate? I mean, you've probably seen more reserve games than I have, so I haven't seen too much of Blackman over the last couple of years, but word on the street is that he's a great goalie and he's got a massive future ahead of him. Absolutely. So, yeah.
Right, let's go to left back.
Left back. I think we'll stick with Baba Rahman. I think he's done a sterling job since he's come into the side. And I can't see any reason to drop him, mate. I think he still needs that game time. He needs to get his match fitness. I think he's probably at that match fitness level now anyway. But, just keep the momentum going and, left back for me.
Definitely. Right, so we've already covered it. John Terry, centre-half.
Yep, JT.
Captain centre-half, so nice to see him back in the blue shirt. I was very surprised to see him dropped and not suggesting it was a wrong decision. I may have suggested that pre-kick-off, but happy to eat my words. Mourinho got it spot on against Arsenal, but always a pleasure to see him in a blue shirt. Nice to welcome him back.
Definitely. I think a little word on that, I just think it was a little bit of mind games. With Ivanovic getting so much stick in the week and weeks gone by, everyone was saying he shouldn't have been in the team against Arsenal. And I think maybe Terry being dropped on the weekend was Jose's way of saying to Ivanovic, look, not only am I going to put you in the starting 11, I'm also going to make you captain against, Arsenal, a massive game, and to just really give Branovic that confidence that was clearly been lacking.
Yeah, so I think it works because I think that not everybody agrees with me, but I think that he had a very good game.
He was solid, I thought. Yeah.
Right, talking of the come of the hour, come of the man.
Yep.
We've gone for something slightly different. We've gone for John Terry to be partnered by Branislav Ivanovic. Lots of people have suggested that is his more natural position. Well, it is his more natural position, but they'd rather see him playing there. There's a chance that could happen. There's a chance that we'd need cover there. So this seems like a good opportunity to get Ivanovic playing alongside John Terry and see how he copes at centre half. Because if people think that he isn't right to be right back, and if he keeps performing the way he has there, perhaps that this could be his natural switch.
Yeah, I mean, I think he's going to struggle to get above Zuma and Cahill, as you know, over the course of the season.
But we'll play a lot of games. So if our season goes the way we hope it will, we'll play in excess of 60 games.
Exactly.
So there will be plenty of football for Ivanovic to play in this position.
And I think after the back of the Arsenal win, hopefully he can just take that form and kick on. So I think whilst he's not in that rut of playing rubbish, let's keep him on the pitch.
Absolutely. Right, our right back. This is a very exciting one. I think it's time to see his debut this season. Let's get Ola Aina involved. Happy to see this? Happy
to see it. We saw a bit of him in the USA. He looked good. I mean, it was the first time I'd ever seen him when we were out there,
live,
and he looked really good. So we haven't heard hardly a whisper from him this season so far. So again, a perfect game for him to get his first start.
Absolutely, and keeping a youthful trend going through the team, we're going to move slightly forward, further up the pitch, and we've gone for Ruben Loftus-Cheek. This is the perfect opportunity for him to get in, and it'd be nice to see him play 90 minutes, wouldn't it?
Definitely, and this is exactly the sort of game that he's going to come in and just totally boss. My new best mate against stood side by side with Rory's old mate. I think is a winning combo.
Yeah,
yeah.
Right, and so alongside the RLC, we're going for my mate John Obi Mikel. I think that it's a perfect combination. It's yin and yang, isn't it?
Yeah, age versus youth.
Yeah, exactly. Sort of momentum versus tranquility.
Yeah.
It's exactly what I think is good, and I think that Mikel is actually a bit of a master of his position. So I think that Ruben Loftus-Cheek will learn a lot playing alongside him, and where to be when you don't have the ball, and learning about taking the simple pass. It's always very important.
Yeah, and
retain ball possession.
And Mikel's positional play as well. A youngster like Loftus-Cheek can't help but pick up invaluable stuff from him.
Nice. Yeah, absolutely. So we're going to move up now. This is where it gets very exciting because we've picked a very, very offensive three across the middle here. Very offensive.
Yeah.
And so we'll start. We're going to go on the right wing. And we've gone for Kennedy. We thought that Kennedy burst onto the scene in America. We were at a game against the New York Red Bulls, and he was electric.
He was one of the best players on the pitch.
Yeah, definitely. And he did the same when he came on against Palace. We lost the game. We weren't good enough. But a bright light that day was the form of Kennedy. I thought he came on. He was played out of position, and he was brilliant again. So let's give him a start here. I think this is his real opportunity for him, and he is just terrifyingly fast. So let's exploit that. This could be good.
Yeah.
Moving across. It's just the brilliance, the silkiness of Oscar. It has to be. He's been out for a little while, so it's nice to get him back playing. I feel like when he plays well, Chelsea win, so let's get him playing again.
Definitely. He had a decent game against Arsenal as well, so again, another one that needs to just get this good form to just keep on rolling now.
Definitely. And our left winger?
We're going to go with Hazard. Obviously,
momentum.
We could have
just scored a goal. It's important.
We could have taken this opportunity to rest our star player. However, he's had a slow start to the season. He just seems to be picking up a bit of momentum now. So let's keep him in the side.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think it's just important that we're just going to mention one thing here. We had a bit of a disagreement over this midfield because Jack was very fond of putting Traore in there.
Yeah.
We've conceded. Jack's conceded that Hazard should start, but you think that
we'll give him a half.
Traore deserves a half.
We want to give him a half.
So we're picking 11.5 players for this starting 11. So forgive us for that. And up front, we had a debate whether it should be Remy, whether it should be Falcao. We've gone for Falcao.
We've gone for Falcao, but I would be happy to see either or in that position. We've gone for Falcao because we think that he's sort of naturally above Remy in the pecking order, but we're not entirely sure. What do you guys think?
Exactly.
Have we got it wrong? Have we got it right?
The other thing that I was thinking, actually, it's looking like Costa's going to be on a ban, isn't it? Which is a travesty.
Yeah.
So if he is, perhaps he should play in this game, and because he's going to have some time out anyway.
True.
Let us know what you think, guys, because our team is stuck on this now, and we've gone with Radamel Falcao up front. So, is there anything else? We are going to the Bescott Stadium. We are buzzing for it. So make sure that you're following us on Snapchat if you're not already. We are CFCFansChannel on there. And we will be covering the entire journey. Sophie Rose will be with us, and we'll be covering the entire journey on Snapchat. So be sure to follow us, and all the usual Twitter, and there'll be fan cams after the game as well.
Yeah.
Anything else you need to tell us? Anything else? Walsall interest?
Walsall, well, I've done a little bit of research.
They're on good form, aren't they?
They're on good form, and there's one, they've got a danger man. He's named as Tom Bradshaw. He's a young Welsh lad, and he's already scored 9 goals this season, which is not bad considering how early we are into the season. So I think out of anyone that John Terry and co need to keep their eyes on, it's this young Welshman. Yeah.
Brilliant. Right. Well, there you go. There's our preview. Let us know. Comment, please. Put your teams below. Let us know exactly what you think. And let's win it. I love this competition. I'd love to go to Wembley in February. And yeah, let's win it for Kirstie. Yeah. Go on, you Blues.
Blue is the colour.
Welcome to today's Daily Chelsea. The only place to start is the magnificence of Diego Costa.